Hello, Dharma Circle. Swati here, the Embodied Dharma Coach, bringing you a class today about simplicity and gentleness in your business. How to create a six-figure Dharmic business that is gentle and easy on your body. And if you'd like to end the year strong and start your new year even stronger, I'll give you an opportunity to sign up for working with me. One last chance for 2023 pricing. I'll share more about that in class today. So, how to create an easy, gentle, six-figure Dharmic business. First of all, if the body says no to this gentleness, to this ease, it's not happening. So even if I gave you my formula, my simple strategy for creating a six-figure Dharmic business, it's easy, gentle, you're only working 20 hours a week, and that's it. If your body says no, if your body doesn't believe that this is possible, it just won't happen. And that's why we have to honor the body when we set our goals and when we're creating our business structure. If we're not honoring the body, if we're not listening to the needs and the wisdom of the body, then it just isn't going to happen. And I want to invite you to think about the goals that you've had for many, many years, and they're still just goals. Maybe you've made some progress with these desires, with these goals, but maybe you're still not where you want to be with these results and with the strategy or with the goals that you've made. Maybe you're still not where you want to be with these goals. So think about what you've been desiring, what you've been creating in your life, and if you have achieved what you really want yet. Now, likely you've made some progress and you should celebrate that success. But if you circle around the same goal over and over and over again, then that's a good reminder that we need to do some work with the body. We need to listen and we need to get curious. Likely the body is telling us something that is really important for your success, your prosperity, and your growth, the growth of your business. And if we haven't achieved it, if we haven't succeeded, then there's a reason for that. And that's where I'm inviting you to really listen and lean in. If the body says no, the goal is not going to be possible. If we get curious, if we lean in, if we listen to what our body is telling us and the wisdom coming from the body, then we can start to soften and awaken and open to a different way forward. And it's also like these parts of the body that are in resistance and the personal mythology that is in resistance to the expansion, the growth, the success, the prosperity. It needs some prana, it needs some light, it needs some life force energy. And when we don't express it, when we don't bring it to the light, when we don't move it, it just stays quiet, hidden in the darkness. So I want to invite you today to bring some light, some prana, some breath, some consciousness to these parts of yourself that are in resistance. Maybe they're stuck or avoiding or numbing the visibility, the empowerment, the prosperity, the success that you are longing for. And a six-figure business model requires that you are willing to work smarter, not harder, that you are willing to be more in your power and more visible. And so if there's any resistance to speaking, expressing, being visible, asking for what you need, having clear boundaries in place, doing less and making more money, then that resistance will keep you stuck. And so I meet a lot of women, sensitive, gifted women, healers, wise women who have an unconscious story that life is hard. And this story of it has to be hard, life is hard, it's going to be hard, is part of the resistance. So just noticing if you have this story, if life has been hard for you, if you've experienced losses, if there's been trauma around receiving, getting your needs met. This is a first chakra issue. It's a core issue. First chakra includes legs, feet, whole body. The personal mythology and the body metaphors for legs, feet, body, and first chakra have to do with safety, stability, and support. And also, it's our feet that we ground, we support, we stabilize, we connect to the earth, and we are also able to move. There's a movement, a moving forward quality that comes with legs and feet as well. Also, the first chakra is very instrumental in manifestation. If we are disembodied, we will not be able to create on the earth plane. This earth plane requires that we are physically in our body and physically creating. So it's not just mind, it's not just imaginal, it's bringing this desire into physical form, which requires the physical body. So when we're disembodied from this intelligence of creating and manifesting physically, then we will struggle to bring our ideas and our visions and our dreams into physical form. This is a first chakra issue, and it has to do with legs and feet, safety, stability, and support. So I just want to invite you to notice if you have had any safety, stability, support issues in your life. Any issues receiving safety, stability, and support. Now, we like to talk a lot about early childhood from a therapeutic perspective. That's really what gets a lot of attention in the healing and the therapy realms these days, the early childhood experiences. So let's start there. Early childhood safety, stability, support issues. What are they? That's important to know. I'm also going to invite you to go deeper into the ancestral safety, stability, and support issues. And if you really know what has happened to your lineage, mother's side, father's side, there are always safety, stability, support issues. In fact, I found that for the most part, our ancestors were only working on safety, stability, and support issues. Survival, literally survival. And for many of us, we are working through these ancestral issues around safety, stability, and support in this modern age, in this lifetime. It's still very much about these first chakra issues. And until we really create more embodied safety, stability, and support, we cannot move into the second chakra of receiving nourishment, pleasure, money. And then third chakra, which is power and holding more power, receiving more power, which is so important for your Dharma and your Dharmic path. Your Dharma is your path of power and expressing, sharing, living the truth and the power of your soul. So we have to start with first chakra, safety, stability, and support. I know for me personally, my story has been one of very challenging losses, sudden loss, which is extremely challenging for safety, stability, and support issues. Um, there has been there have been so many ways in which the story of it has to be hard has been reinforced in my life, in my experiences, and certainly for my ancestors. And because of this story that I was living with, it has to be hard. I've seen that mirrored in my business. So my business has been reflecting to me many, many years of overworking, overgiving, overdoing, all this over. And unconsciously, it was because my body believed this was normal. It should be hard. And it's taken a lot of effort and inner work, shadow work, grief work, consciously bringing this story of it has to be hard. It's going to be hard. Physically, can I handle this? I don't know. It's going to be hard. Um, Consciously doing this work that now I can catch myself in this pattern of, oh, I'm doing it again. This story of it has to be hard and I'm overworking, overgiving, overdoing. And it's not about perfection. It's really about a willingness to create a gentler way forward and to continue to get curious about this story of it has to be hard. This is the number one thing that as a six-figure Dharmic business entrepreneur, I really invite you to get curious and have the willingness to change this story. It has to be hard. Because in fact, as you scale your business and you implement six-figure business structures, it makes everything easier. If you want to make it hard, you can make it hard. If you're used to and you're programmed and you're wired to make it hard, you will make it hard. And you will keep making it harder and harder and harder on yourself to prove this story that it's hard and it's too much and I can't do it and my body can't handle this physically. So the most important thing that I have recognized on this path of creating a six-figure, gentle, easy, dharmic business is this releasing of the story, the softening of the story. It has to be hard. So I'm going to invite you to repeat after me. I'm open to the possibility of creating an easy, gentle, six-figure dharmic business. Let's say that again and just notice how it feels in your body when you hear me say, I'm open to the possibility of creating an easy, gentle, six-figure dharmic business. What do you notice in your body? How true does this feel? So we must start with the body. Again, goals don't work if the body says no. So we need to understand the resistance. And from a shadow work perspective, I invite you to get curious about why you might resist an easy, gentle path of making more money. Who wouldn't like it? So let's start there. This is Shadow Work 101, identifying the resistance in the body to receiving more nourishment, which is money. Money gives you more nourishment. It allows you to receive more nourishment. So who doesn't like this? And unconsciously, there may be resistance to overperforming or over being successful when someone doesn't like this. Maybe this is a parent or a sibling. Maybe it's even your friends or your partner. What is the downside to making more money. So what is the negative or the fear that comes in when you think about making more money? What is the fear? The story, the unconscious story of, I'm afraid that what might happen. If I make more money, if I'm more powerful, if I have more of my needs met, why might you resist that? Or why might you be afraid of that? So this is part of understanding the shadow. Remember, a shadow is not rational. It doesn't make sense on a rational mental body level. This is the emotional body. This is your animal body. These are the unconscious fears that we need to lean into and really get comfortable with, curious about. These parts of myself that say, that doesn't feel safe. Now, consciously, we may say, well, that's ridiculous, right? But this is unconscious. So the resistance to being more powerful. But this is also at a very first chakra level, a very core first chakra level. The resistance to more safety, stability, and support. That's where we have to start. Then we can go into second chakra, third chakra, and even the upper chakras. The first place to look at this shadow of receiving more success financially, creating this six-figure Dharmic business, is the resistance to more safety, stability, and support. That's where it starts. So why might you resist feeling safer? Why might you resist having more stability, support? Again, getting more of your needs met, safety, stability, and support, those core needs. Now, sometimes this is literally a result of going against the tribal vow. If you come from a tribe, an ancestral lineage, or even your current family system that has agreed unconsciously that we are unsafe, unstable, and unsupported, then you will need to break from the tribe of origin and break from this tribal vow in order to create more safety, stability, and support. And for many, that's where it really is rooted. That there's an ancestral and a familial vow to be unsafe, unstable, and unsupported. And if you've learned that, that wiring is in the body. And anything that goes against that wiring is going to be met with resistance, because the normal set point in your nervous system has been, it's not safe, I'm not stable, I'm not supported. And so I want to invite you to really just notice if this shadow and this resistance in your nervous system is unconsciously keeping you stuck in the pattern of, I can't grow my business. I can't make more money. I can't reach more people. I can't have more clients. Because the body says no. More money, more means you could solve a lot of these problems if we work smarter, not harder. So what happens is, again, I will give someone a six-figure Dharmic business structure. Again, you only have to work around 20 hours a week. You can get this thing up and running. You can start to fewer clients, higher price point. All the structure is there. But if the body doesn't believe this is possible to make more money with ease and gentleness in the body and the nervous system, the body will just say, no. and you'll sabotage. You probably aren't even going to listen to this video, or if you do, you just tune it out. You might even say, that's not me. That doesn't apply to me. Or you'll find all these barriers why this can't work, why I can't invest in my business, why I can't change what I'm doing, why this, why excuse after excuse. And that, just invite yourself to recognize that that is the body's set point saying no. Finding the excuses, sabotaging the success, or even if you do start implementing the strategies, then something else comes up, or you get busy doing something else, or you get sidetracked over here, or this excuse, or that thing, or that challenge, or this, and that's how it happens. The commitment to creating an easy, gentle, six-figure business, yes, it takes work. It takes commitment. It takes consistency. It also takes a very honest willingness and curiosity to look at the places within ourselves where we are resisting the ease and the gentleness, where we are resisting being well nourished, where we are resisting having pleasure, having our needs met, receiving, where we resist being in our power, being firm, clear in our boundaries. That is what it takes. And when we start to have challenges with our business success, those are the places I'm inviting you to look right away. Where am I resisting? Safety, stability, and support, pleasure and nourishment, receiving pleasure and nourishment, power, holding more power in my body. More money means more power. If you are uncomfortable with more power, you will be uncomfortable holding more money, and you will find all the ways to get rid of it. Same with pleasure. If you are uncomfortable receiving pleasure and nourishment, you will find all the ways to make sure you do not receive more pleasure and nourishment, because the body's saying, this doesn't feel safe. It's not okay. It's not comfortable. And that's why we start with safety, stability, and support, first chakra. Because if I can't receive safely more support, more stability, if I can't create that foundation of safety, stability, and support and feel that in my body and my business, then we can't even talk about the other layers, the other chakras, the other personal mythology that may be blocking or creating resistance. So that's where I invite you to start and really recognize where that resistance to the safety, stability, support lives in your body, the stories, the experiences that created this in your tribe of origin, your lineage, ancestrally, early childhood, the current family paradigm. Why might you resist creating more safety, stability, and support in body and business? And then taking the steps to create an easy, gentle business. And I have the formula for you. So if you want that formula for a six-figure Dharmic business that's rooted in ease, gentleness, listening to the body, comment Dharma below, and I will follow up with you. And I will happily share my resources with you. This is the last week for 2023 pricing, so just be mindful of that. If you're ready to jump in and create an easy, gentle, prosperous six-figure business that's also about listening to your body, then comment Dharma below. So an easy, gentle business, this is rooted in body first. We cannot bypass the body wisdom. Again, if the body says no, the goals aren't going to happen. And there will be sabotage, there will be resistance, you'll get distracted. One of the things I see a lot for women is suddenly chaos takes over and all the excuses, I couldn't, I can't, I this or that, the kids need me, the partner, some calamity or misfortune. And often that is either an indication the ancestors aren't on board, you are personally, your body is in sabotage mode, or sometimes there are outer influences that are trying to sabotage you as well. Again, this path requires focus, commitment, and there's no plan B. So you're going to make this happen no matter what. There's no, oh, I'll get another job, or oh, I'll go do something else. When we commit to our Dharma and creating a Dharmic business around sharing our gifts and wisdom, there's no plan B, and you really have to make that commitment. And that means that we're going to leave no stone unturned when we are in a growth phase, when we're ready to scale, when we want to create more nourishment, support, prosperity in our business and for ourselves. No stone unturned. We really need to listen to our body and get curious about where the resistance might be. I just want to remind you again, I see creating a six-figure Dharmic business, 80% inner work, 20% systems and structures. So if I give you the systems and structures to scale a six-figure business, unless and until you're doing that 80% of the inner work required, the systems and structures, you either won't use them, or you'll find ways to sabotage it, or there will be so many problems or issues and resistance that they won't work. So the inner work has to be done in order for the systems and structures to be easy and gentle. That's the whole point of this class today, is to remind you, inner work is vital for this path of success. And yes, you can create a six-figure Dharmic business that is easy and gentle on the body, as long as we are willing to do the inner work required to create more ease, simplicity, and gentleness on the path. If you would like my six-figure Dharma business formula and you're keen to do some of this inner work required in order to create even more ease and gentleness in your body, in your life, comment Dharma below. I'll follow up with you. This is the last chance for 2023 pricing on all of my courses and all of my support. So if you would like to work with me and you would like to make sure that this new year is a six-figure business year for you, comment Dharma below. We'll follow up with you and we'll see if my tools and my resources can support you at this time in the growth of your business and your body. All right, everyone, have a wonderful week ahead. Implement these steps that we've talked about. Share below, what did you get out of this class today? What did you learn about your body wisdom and your business success? And comment Dharma for more. Bye.